But there's a lot of careers that could be very fulfilling. I'm not advocating to not go to college. I'm saying there's alternatives to going to school where you could still have a really amazing life. And your story is a story about that, right? Because you rose to the very top of where you went before you decided to, although in title move up, you in theory and in all practicality started over, right? From the bottom, right? And that was a decision. But how do you go from bush to bush, right? And we need to explain that because this industry, the adoption rate of emerging technologies is far greater than our ability to build for it. Do you agree?
I agree.
We can't build data centers fast enough. And as Dean Nelson said on one of the previous podcasts, we are at the beginning of a 3-year data center gold rush. For the next 3 years, as we really bite down our teeth on this bone of the fifth industrial revolution, we will be experiencing this crazy gold rush. And as Dean has also said wisely on that podcast, the people that make the money are the people that sell the picks and the shovels and the pans. And that's us, right? So we're in this labor business and we need more labor. This industry is short 350,000 people between 9 different job domains. So we are already short and we're trying to get the talent coming out of high school, coming out of college, coming out of the military, and we're trying to get it into this space. So as I pause you to have these little parts of the narrative that I try to construct is so that you can help me understand how to lay down your past and your journey for others to be able to follow. Because there's another Florida native ginger who transplanted himself to Illinois. But like there are young people that are like, I don't think I want to go to college, but they're telling me I got to do that. And what we're trying to say is, look, if you don't want to go join the military and you're not sure if you want to get in the trades right now, just go talk to a builder. And like, we need hands. We need people that are ready to get their hands dirty. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for you, you went from building something with, a smaller shop to you went to how many people do you think ECI was when you went there first?
Maybe 60, 50.
Okay. That's for a GC. That's not a bad size GC.
But that's field and office. Like maybe in the office, there might've been 15 project managers. 20 project managers because they were self-performing. We had carpenters.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
right. You guys were self-performing.
Yeah.
Like we didn't self-perform anything out of GC. That was, 50 to 60 people. But and you can still do a couple $100 million top line with just that because really you're managing, right? Yeah. You're the construction manager, right? So for you, when you got there, you started as a assistant soup, and then you moved up.
Yeah. So I was like the first 3 years of that. The variety of projects that I touched, I had a unique experience, and I think it was somewhat advantageous over maybe others because I got to work under like 5 different senior superintendents at once. I was touching multiple projects. Sometimes I'd spend 3 days on one project, which would be, a 25,000 square foot new building over here. And then, the next week, I'm spending, 3 days on a different project with a different superintendent. So I got to see a variety of styles from senior superintendents of, things that I thought were really effective and things that I did not think were effective. So I kind of got to like pick and pull things that I thought would like match my style of building. And
was there a general soup that came in and would check on you every now and then and try to kind of try to bring all that together?
There was a general superintendent that was in charge of like all of our field force.
They spend time with you?
Yeah. Yeah. We had,
being a peasant assistant super, you still got time? Damn.
It was a good journey. It was fun, but it wasn't until like after 3 years, I remember there was this one time in my career where I didn't really agree with the decision that was made, but it's probably for the better. Well, not just one time. I didn't agree with the decisions that were made in my career, but there was a new construction project that I was going on to be like the second superintendent underneath another senior superintendent.
So you were no longer an assistant?
No, I'm still an assistant. Now I'm getting closer to where I went from assistant to just full on super to just do my own projects. So we're taking 180,000 square foot 3-story building out of the ground and 45,000 single story building out of the ground, along with like 7 acres of site development. So that the senior superintendent that was coming on that project wasn't going to be available for like another month. So I went out there and got to like exercise my stuff and like using all the things that I was taught to get it stood up, make sure we got all the foundations in place and get it going and everything. And then when that individual came on site, he had a completely different style than I had, not like very organized at all. Didn't really spend a lot of time reviewing drawings, understanding like all the, the bogeys and landmines within the documents.
I think I've hired a person like that before.
Yeah. So we've all dealt with that person. So it put me in a really tough spot out there. And I remember even one of the executives at that time was just like, we probably should have just left you out there by yourself to write